Hello and welcome to another Starcraft 2 beta commentary. My name is Witty and I am bringing you this 1v1 game on the Platinum Ladder. It's on the map Scrapyard and it's between myself as the Red Terran versus SeanMaxhell as the Blue Zerg. Wow, this is a funny game, another funny game. If you're expecting to see a very pro game with lots of mixing units and all kinds of cool shizzle going down, look away now. Because it ain't gonna happen. This is more for the comic effect. I mean, this guy had me cracking up, to be honest, in this game. He really did. If you think people don't take the beta seriously, then just watch this, because he gets a little bit annoyed with events that unfold later on in the game. So yeah, he does get a little wound up by some of the things I'm doing. I'm just testing out Terran at the moment. I can't play them well enough to show you games where this is exactly what you should do. You should get like 4 Marines with 5 Marauders combined with 3 Medefacts and a tank behind and push, you know, within 4 minutes of the game. I don't know all of that yet. I'm finding it out at the moment. I'm playing around, testing it out, doing the victory dance. You know, God knows what. I'm just messing around at this point in the game, and he doesn't like that very much. So that's enough spamming about. We can see he's got a queen, a roach warren, and a spawning pool. So what's he going to be making? Still drones. He's got a little couple of Zerglings on the run. And what have I got? I've got myself a barracks, a factory, and 2 refineries. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah. We've got this little Zergling. He's making his way to this little Selnaga tower. There are 2 Selnaga towers on this map. One here, which is the closest point between the 2, and one over here, which guards the high yield minerals, which are now the rich mineral fields. Either way, you get more minerals from them than you do from your normal blue ones. So it's a good idea to split a couple of Zerglings. Not that many people, or Terran players especially, are going to come all the way down here. It's too far to fly at the start of the game. And yeah, you're not really going to build a command center here. It's not very common. At least I don't think many Terran players do it. Anyway, here we can see a Baneling nest coming up. So in his mind, I guess he realizes that he hasn't scouted here, so he doesn't know I've got a command center still, like an expansion. But I'm guessing from this, like, I think I had a scout. If not, I might have done with the scanner suite, which the Terrans have. I'm just bringing a little Hellion around here. Hellions are very good against Zerglings. They do lots of damage against them, especially when they're all grouped together, because they have a line of fire of damage. But I was going to do a little scout of his base, see what it is he's got. Looks like he's trying to protect his mineral line. I don't think I was paying any attention to my Hellion when that went down. But for the split moment that he did went down, and I did probably check, I did notice that he had this army, or at some point I've seen it, so he's got a mix. Going to be getting himself some roaches, banelings, and Zerglings. That says to me, when I'm looking at that at some point he's going to want to push and destroy these buildings, and then get in and destroy whatever it is I'm having. Because he's probably assuming that I'm going air, and if he is, he'd be right, because I've got myself 2 starports, and I'm going to be making myself lots of ravens. These are the the great units against Zerg at the moment. I think it's somewhat broken. I don't know that for sure, and I'm sure I'm going to get people saying, oh my god, it's perfectly balanced, it's fine, it's not broken, what the hell are you talking about? I can't say for certain, but from what I've seen so far, I would say that Ravens are definitely very effective against Zerg, and you'll find out later why that is. He wasn't paying enough attention there, and he never brought down my Marine. It survives with the 5 HP to keep control of the Selnaga tower. Nothing's going to stop that Marine from keeping that Selnaga tower. That is his duty. He will guard it with his life. Anyway, here we can see his little mixture of an army here. Just sitting there, biding its time before it strikes. But until then, it will just sit and have a cup of tea. Maybe a little scratch here and there. You can see that little Zergling there. You know, maybe it's got an itch. Just wants to scratch itself. Feel better after you scratch, don't you? So anyway, Overseer Cocoon going down here. I guess he's thinking that a ghost is going to be coming at some point here. But we can clearly see in my base I do not have any ghost academies, and I do not have any ghosts. So, I don't really know what that Overseer is going to be doing, other than creating changelings, which you can do. But I got the Selnaga Tower. Look at him. He's controlling it. Very dedicated, that SCV, to controlling that Selnaga Tower. The reason why I've spammed him on patrol there is because if you put patrol on a SCV, it'll make it auto-attack an enemy unit, apart from changelings. I actually saw him bringing that changeling there, so I right-click to attack it, and changelings only have like, they can take like one hit from like any unit and they're dead. So I was well aware of that. But if there was a normal Zergling or something like that, rather than the SCV just standing there taking hits, he would automatically attack it and at least do some damage to the Zergling before going down if I was too busy looking at my base. So yeah, I saw that army a while ago, and I know with an army like that you're not going to be sitting in your base forever. You're going to want to push with it at some point, so I'm going to play the defensive game here. I'm going to be chilling out with my few marines behind my little wall here. A couple of Hellions to probably splash some cone of fire damage onto any Zerglings that are trying to get through this wall. And of course I've got my Ravens here. Now you might be wondering, why have I started to spam these Ravens out? One, because Terran don't really need Thespian gas that much. They actually use a lot of their minerals on Marines, basically, Marines, Hellions and whatnot, so the rest of the Thespian gas I have can go towards making Ravens, which are only 100 minerals and 200 Thespian gas. So basically all of my Thespian gas is being dedicated to the Ravens, whilst the rest of the minerals are being dedicated to a ground army that can hit air and, you know, just to deal with anything basically that the Zerg can bring me. Sort of a good all-round army. So here he goes. He's going to try and break through. He's got a lot of the Banelings near the front there. Boom! Going through that supply depot. They're all starting to break through. Done great damage so far. I'm not looking too well, but what have I done with my Ravens? I've put down lots of these little auto turret abilities. That's what the Ravens have. For 50 energy you can put down an auto turret. And these auto turrets are awesome. Whilst they're not that useful there, I can actually fly my Ravens over here and start placing auto turrets around my base. So he's basically going to be trapped by auto turrets very soon. That's my aim. So yeah, I've got enough Ravens here to put down plenty of auto turrets since they're only 50 energy each, and I've had the Ravens for quite a while. So he's kind of stuffed at this point. I've managed to save basically all of my SCVs. Whilst I'm not getting anything from the minerals with them standing there at the moment, I am making sure that he's basically lost everything. Agreed, I did lose a fair bit myself, but not enough to really warrant his attack being that good. So yeah, if we look, I've got all of my SCVs. I've actually got 6 Ravens left. Not a thing left in terms of an army. I put down a turret just to sort of stop any other Zerglings trying to break through in case he had some sort of like sitting back when I thought it might be clear. Got a couple of Hellions, that's about it. What's he got so far though? Pretty much nothing now. So he's quite stuffed at this point because my Ravens are on the prowl.